Okay. That should about do it. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome back to Mecha Mondays. Uh, this week, and probably for the next many weeks, we are doing Mechwarrior 5, which dropped last week. And it is pretty solid, actually. I've been rather pleased. As you can see, I have nice, bright, shiny color palettes because I can, and I don't have to buy them for, real money, like in fucking MechWarrior Online. How great is that? Am I right? Pretty great is the answer to that question. It was rhetorical. Pretty great. In terms of general feel, it is a bit different. Weapons have a lot more kick. Both in terms of visual impact as well as actual kick. I had a list of cool things that are different. Weapons tend to function a bit differently. You get a lot more ammo per ton than MechWarrior Online. You blow things up unlike MechWarrior Online, things explode a lot. Basically, it's more like an actual MechWarrior game, I guess. It does sell the whole power fantasy thing pretty hard, and I do mean that in a good way. So I'm pretty early on in the game. The actual plot events up until now have been pretty basic. You're the son of a mercenary company head honcho. Your mercenary company gets attacked by a bunch of bad dudes who want a series of coordinates that you, the player character, have no knowledge of. But your dad does. Your dad holds the line while you get away in a spaceship, and now you cruise as an independent mercenary company throughout the galaxy, wreaking havoc and being a badass in a giant Stompy robot. That's the plot so far. You've gotten help from a dude who is probably not even remotely trustworthy, but we don't care because he's probably going to give us stuff. So right now I am at this place called Keatsville, or Keatisville. However the hell that's supposed to be pronounced, I don't actually know. As you can see, this red text down here. Warning, you are in a conflict zone. Repairing and refitting mechs is more expensive and time-consuming. This is true. This is not a lie. I actually have a fair roster now of mechs because I've been very aggressive about selling salvage. Mostly picking up salvage. So I don't have anything in cold storage right now. There is a limit on the number of mechs you can have in cold storage. It's something like 50. I'm going to have to boot some of these into cold storage at some point, probably the Irby. So about the most durable mech I have at the moment is this Centurion. Um, I do have a Shadowhawk, though, which I am meaning to actually use. And have not used yet, which is slightly less durable because I've spec'd that. Well, that's a little strange. Shouldn't be showing huge numbers of armor. What the hell's going on there? Well, that's weird. So the game's buggy. I am going to actually exit the game and re-enter and see if it's just like some sort of. I have no idea what's going on there. No idea what's going on there. Let's I don't know. Come on. Now it's taking its sweet time to load. So bear with me. Because of course it is. All right. Is it still borked? Yes, it is still borked. I do not know what's going on there. I'm gonna edit loadout and because for some reason it's saying I've got a lot of armor. I know there are ways you can edit the mechs um, directly. Edit loadout, like through the save file, but I have no. Let's strip and then max. That's better. I don't know what was going on there. Hell with it. I'll live. I have some petty cash. I don't have a lot. Like, this isn't going to be enough to buy an assault mech. Maybe a heavy. It's been keeping me afloat. And this gives me a good excuse to fiddle with the Shadowhawk. I haven't painted it yet. I should do that. I have a lot of SRM2s. They're what I could boat. What do I have for armor on here? I have okay armor. I think that's less, actually, than my Centurion. Whatever. Odd that it happened just to the Centurion, which I didn't actually use last match. I set it to repair. The last mission I ran, I was in, actually. I think my Panther. Yeah, I was in my Panther because I had the PPC. So I'm not totally certain what that's all about. Actually, what I might do I have, because I haven't used an AC5 yet, and I haven't been much for SRMs, do I have like a couple Lerm 5s I can strap on there? I do, but they're heavy. So most of the actual gameplay in a Mechwarrior title is typically going to be spent in the mech bay. At least for me. I spend all my time in the mech bay. I could swap out. How much SRM? That leaves me with what? 5 tons to work with. I could do the equivalent of a Lerm 10 and a ton of ammo. It's going to be a smidge weaker than the SRM. You know what? I will stick with the SRM spam. Hell with it. I got this. I shelled way out for a tier. So weapons in this game have different tiers. So you see this flamer. It's at tier 0. And if you look at the boxes here, compared to this one, say, or this medium laser is probably even a better example. So you've got tiers. This is tier 0, this is tier 1, this is tier 2. They go up to 3, they go up to 4. They go to tier 4. And tier 4s are redonkulous. Someone is trying to communicate with me. Whom? It doesn't matter. I'll probably close Steam just to make sure. So tiers basically improve their performance across the board in big ways, usually. Like, I remember looking at an old spreadsheet from the beta, and you had like tier 4s or 5s, or the highest tier anyway, had like almost 50% more damage, something like 25 or to 50% less heat, had more range, had higher fire rate. Absolutely ridiculous. So getting higher tiers does make a substantial impact. So as you can see, here's a basic bitch medium laser, Medla, and weighs a ton, uh, 5 damage for the whole beam, 10.084 RPM, heat is 2.7, max range 324 meters. Well, then you go up to the Medla Tier 2, from the Tier 0 to the Tier 2, it's suddenly doing 5.25 damage. It has 2 additional rounds per minute that it can fire, which is pretty big. It has substantially less heat, and it has almost, what? It has over 100 meters more range, which is kind of a big deal. So these are substantial improvements, but in any case, I found this place that was selling rare weapons, and one of them was a SRM2. Now it's not actually that much of an improvement, um, but it does do more damage. But there was also a ER large laser, which I picked up and have not had occasion to equip yet. Okay, so let me get the ton of SRM ammo in there. Let me get the half ton and the half ton of AC5. I've not fiddled with AC5s yet. Autocannons in general are a bit different. Oh, thank you, MX Cat Relic. That should be fine. That should be fine. I'm surprised they even have a robot listening to me saying the fuck word. Or the word big dick. I don't know. Maybe. Um, Whatever. That's fine. I'm gonna hit back. Yes. I should still have all the weapons equipped that I had on there. Yeah, I do. Okay, very good. Very good. Um, so what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna paint this puppy, and because we can paint things in god-awful, garish abominations, that is precisely what we are going to do. Uh, House Marek represent with your bright anti-Tron color scheme. Let's see. I'm not gonna go with Snowfall again, though I like that scheme. Maybe Tartan just to get our Scottish on. Oh, I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. Bright piercing yellow. And then I can leave the other colors kind of darkish. Make that a blue. Nope, darker blue. Thank you. And make that a red. Actually, make that a purple. I take it back. There. It burns the eyes. This is the idea. The enemy will take one look at us and be like, oh god, why? Why did I leave my mech bay for this? They never told me it could be this bad. So here at this system, we actually have a choice. We have 2 different missions. So first we have picking up the pieces. Coalition of Farmers. This is an open call to any and all mercenary commands in the region. Our humble farming complex has suffered greatly at the hands of the Black Inferno, who are the bad dudes who went and blew our shit up. They came through, took out our meager defenses, and put many of our fields to the torch. And pirate raiders calling themselves Vogel's Vandals have plagued us ever since. We are clinging to what precious little we have left here, but we've pooled our funds and are offering honest pay to any command willing to protect our home from these raiders. Drive them away from our planet so that we can live in peace. Warning, accepting this contract may affect the availability of other contracts. Well, it gives 105 reputation, which is good. We need that in order to level up our mercenary band. And then 2 undisclosed rewards, which could be absolutely anything and are probably crap. Then we have picking at the scraps. Interstellar expeditions. Nearby systems have been caught in the wake of the Black Inferno's march, so they're vulnerable and exposed. Most of these worlds are simple farming and extraction planets, but they still offer valuable resources that my clients are looking to acquire at, shall we say, reasonable prices. If you're willing to look past any moral quandaries, we'd like you to help us grab the supplies we need by staging a diversionary raid. If you drop into the affected planet and grab the attention of whatever defenses are still viable, then we will send in salvage crews while you're engaging the locals. Anything of value our teams find beyond what we need will be your payment for this contract. If it helps orient your moral compass, don't think of the job as aiding and abetting thievery. Think of the job as accelerated negotiations. Our clients need these supplies far more than the local people do. Without them, they'll survive, but our clients won't. And as you can see, it gives me 500,000 C-bills, which is money, and 105 reputation, same, and then 4 undisclosed rewards, all of which are probably either fantastic or total crap. So we're going to go with that because we don't care about your petty morality. Morals are for losers. Actually, I will wait since most of these are not on a time log. So we are going to go to contracts. Where'd you go? Oh, it's in a different location. I see. View system. Where are you? You're way over there. And we get to do what we're good at, which is beat the tar out of things. There are mountains of defense missions, it should be stated, and they are cruel, bizarre, and unusual, and I do not like them. Um, because things just fall apart if you look at them. It's pretty hilarious. In fact, I will show you one at this location. And I don't even care if we lose, so long as we don't die. Contracts. Here we go. And it helps out House Davion, who I've been working with a bit. This looks pretty penny ante. I'm thinking probably no on this, but oh, I could get quite a bit of extra salvage. So salvage shares are important. That's what you use. That's what you use to get battlefield salvage. C-bill payout is how much cash they'll pay you. This is the base amount they'll give. Here's the additional amount you'll get. You'll get this even if you lose. And then you have damage coverage, which is money that the employer will pay out to cover your damage. Now, that does not, in fact, include replacing components, or it does up to a certain value. So if so they'll cover up to 523 grand damage, which is not likely to happen unless I actually lose mechs, which better not occur. But if I have any components damaged and destroyed, those do not get replaced. I just get reimbursed for the amount that they cost, and good luck finding another one if it's something expensive and valuable. So we're going to do this, even though I hate it. It's a defense mission. And I am also... Oh, right, this guy's hurt. I forgot. So I will equip one of my other bad dudes. Seriously bad hombres. 40 tons to work with. Let's swap into the Shadowhawk, which does in fact have less armor. That is fine. Actually, I'm going to swap. Where is he? This dude in there. You basically purchase pilots, and you get them to do your fighting with you. The AI is, it's pretty bad, actually. It's pretty bad. It's not very good. Oh, I can't equip him. Good. Pilots can get injured, in which case they have to kind of stay out until you know, until they're healed. This is me. You do level up these stats. I don't actually know the modifier on what bonus you get from all that stuff. And I am actually going to equip the Shadowhawk here. Let them use the Centurion, which is probably a terrible idea, I might add. Because they will shoot at you. Actually, I am going to stay in the Centurion. Hell with it. I'm going to get a drink of coffee here. Hoo-ha. Did I? Oh, no, there it is. So you can tell... Okay, that's nice. I am unfortunately very slow. So we have to go over here. There is third-person camera, which is nice. Although, when I'm actually in the fighting, I'll probably kind of hybridize between the two. So, unlike Mechwarrior Online and many of the other Mechwarrior games, there is, in fact, substantial recoil. Mechwarrior Online, it's basically non-existent. Here, you'll see it. You'll see it, and then some. I thought I had... Oh, no, I'm thinking the Shadowhawk. No worries. So, the AI is really good about walking with you. It's when it comes time for it to not shoot you in the back that you have problems. So what happened there, the reason we're at 97% health on the target, this little shitlord, this poopy head, went ahead and probably walked into something important. Oh, that's right, I don't have LRMs equipped. Arg! That's gonna be tricky. Okay, so for this I'm going to actually switch to chain fire. We don't have any assault mechs yet, so really managing our weapons isn't that big a deal. In terms of heat, heat is barely a problem. I'm going to tell my allies to please end that. So you can tell your allies to go and attack stuff. Ooh. Already down to 78% health. I hope there aren't too many waves. Here we go. Oops. Got him. He was just like a locust, so that's not a big deal. Yeah, okay. That's not as easy as it sounds. I'm going to tell my allies to punch the hole in that. And I'm going to head over here and deal with this jive. This is mostly light mechs. This is 2 light mechs. Mostly going for core shots. I'm not really aiming for heads, even though that would be nice. There we go. Run away from that because it will explode like it's doing there, and that will hurt you. Oh, there. Got him. Oops. So, important things to have as a Mechwarrior is a steady hand. Please move. Oh my god, the AI. It's not the worst AI I've ever encountered in a game, but it's really trying. Oh, here we go. I'm not even trying for like again, headshot kills or anything like that. I'm just going for remove these enemies as quickly as possible. Also, unlike Mechwarrior Online, leg shots do not instantly incapacitate a mech nearly as badly. If you conk out one leg, their speed is reduced by like maybe 20%. It's pretty insubstantial. That actually went fairly well. That could have gone a lot worse. We'll see how badly damaged my allies are. I'm expecting the Locust will need some major refitting, because Locusts are fragile. I brought it along because it's only 20 tons and it takes up a mech slot, so it's one more thing distracting enemies. That was not too shabby. And I got 100 rip out of it. Alright, what did we get? What do we got here? For salvage, I'll take that. Whole lot of not much. I've been meaning to sell a couple of these because I don't really need them anymore, but I'll take that. Because 125k C bills is not it is it's an amount. Geez, I can basically take everything they've got here, I guess. I was hoping kind of for a mech, but I wasn't focusing enough on leg shots to really make that a viable outcome. Either machine gun will do. And you may as well take as much as you can take. I am going to have to sell some of it, but that's okay. Okay, so he got damaged pretty bad. This guy appears to have lost an entire arm. I hope it wasn't the important one that had my PPC on it, or I'm going to be mad. Into my mech bay. He lost my PPC. We are going to just reload now because I am not going to deal with the loss of that PPC. That's awful. That's absolutely terrible. Or we could just do the mission over again. I don't know. I'd rather not. It's not like it had much rewarding. I'll redo the mission then. Fine. I'll do the mission over again. If he loses the arm and the PPC again, we're going to reload and pretend it all never happened. And this time I'll go for leg shots, because with leg shots you're likely to actually get a mech as salvage, and I could use a spare cicada. I can sell it at least. I've already gotten one before. Actually, I might go for the leg kill on the spider that showed up. I don't know quite how randomized the missions are, like if you rerun one. Okay. That's right, I wanted that as a chain fire. So yeah, I've got a burst fire AC-10. I might revert back to the non-burst fire, though the burst fire allows you to A, do potentially more damage, and B, mostly that. And in terms of like weight and tonnage cost, it's essentially free. Oh yeah, you bet I just cut down a bunch of trees. Deforestation is my game, man. It's how we do. It's how we do. Stop walking into your own stuff, you putz. Thanks. Oh yeah, here we go. Nothing on scopes, my buns. Sometimes the icons stay up for reasons. Oops. Nice work. Are these both locusts? Yeah, they are. Oh no, that's the spider. There we go. Go get him! Yeah! America! Going for leg shots if I can. Oops. Leg shots are now a no-go. That was a terrible shot. There we go. Beautiful. That. Oh, here we go. Out of me way, lad, or I'll bite ye. Very nice. I just hit my own guy there. And that, apart from... Oh my gosh, he lost both his arms? You can't be doing this to me. Yeah, the AI is just a travesty, I'm afraid. It's kind of awful. Um, they're supposed to get better as their skill stuff improves, but I have not observed that yet, mostly because it's been very incremental. Okay. Well, we got slightly better salvage this time, so I guess it wasn't a total loss. Take the extra SRM ammo. I do need it. It's 6 out of 10. Take the machine gun. I'll take the medla. Any other? I don't have very many small lasers. Oh, those are low tier small lasers. I don't need those. I'll take the JJs, since those give slightly better cash revenue if I sell them. Alright, how bad? Oof. I don't think he lost the PPC, so he might be okay there. If the PPC was lost, we're just going to reload and not do any of that. Jesus, you almost got cored there. I'm going to have to do some tweaks on him, obviously. Did you lose the PPC? Edit loadout. You lost... Oh, actually, he didn't lose the PPC. Just badly needs to be repaired. Okay. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to check how bad this situation is. That's a Centurion. This situation is the bad one that I want to check on. Only lost the medium lasers. I think I have spares. I have a bunch of spares. That's fine. And we will... Oh, that's right. Actually, what I'm going to do... is I'm going to remove the JJs. Because I'm not going to... The AI never uses jump jets, unfortunately. It's dumb. It's really, really dumb. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to up armor it. Because that gives me a couple tons of additional armor to strap on there, which is going to help a lot. I like me some symmetry, so I'm going to do that. That should be okay. It's going to be a long repair, but that's fine. I've got to do repairs on all these. I'm now over 6 million, which isn't too shabby. What are we looking at here? Anything lost? No. We just do a repair. Yes. Do a I'm going to edit loadout, actually. It's not the best interface in the world, I'm afraid. I am actually going to leave the JJs in there, though. Oh, I do have the armor maxed out. Okay. I don't keep anything in this arm, so that's okay. Um, and for this, it's basically just armor repair, so I'm gonna just do a repair mech and call it good. What I am going to have to do, though... Well, I've got to travel anyway, and how many of these? 17 days, I think, is the worst of it. That's fine. How long? Yeah, there we go. And that should take care of everything right then and there. It is expensive to move around in war zones. That's a big hiccup. Those are normally a bit smoother than that. Those transitions, I mean. Okay. Raid the civilian planets for supplies. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to check the market, see if there's anything interesting. Nope. I don't have a spider yet, but they're not all that impressive here. They're kind of... I mean, it's more durable than a locust, okay, but... anything interesting here? No, nothing above a tier 0. Yeah. Oh, I'm still waiting on the Shadowhawk refit. I'll wait for that. Okay, so let's go to... Here we go, picking at the scraps. We do want as much salvage as we can get. Because we might get some mechs out of this. That is the hope. What I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to save a new file in case things go horribly wrong. Lucrative diversion, what are you? Just an attack on things, I think? There's 2 of them, though. These are awesome. They're just like, you just bust in there. Oh, actually, this might be a war zone. Yeah, so these are ones where you have to survive an extended period of time. Those are actually pretty tricky. Um, these, on the other hand, are much easier because you just bust in there and break some legs and call it a night. So yeah, salvage is a pretty big deal. You can make a lot of money from your salvage, and plus you can get mechs and stuff, which is awesome, obviously. Okay, except let's actually put you in there. This guy's a dude that they give you, and he's actually quite a bit better than most of the recruitable pilots that you can recruit. And you. I'm gonna have to do those. I'm gonna have to put a paint job on this so I can identify it. So let me do that. Bottlenecks. Paint. What haven't we used? I can do that. That's fine. Quick and dirty. It's an existing. And then what do I have? Because what I want to do with this is like have a dual AC2 locust, but that's really hard to fit in because that's very, very heavy. What I think, no, everything's heavier. This Jenner hits like a truck. Yeah, but you can't drop. Okay, fine. We'll do it with that and hope that it's capable of doing something useful. That would be nice. I don't think any of my stats leveled up here. But yeah, it claims, these do different things. Increases amount of damage done by ballistics, damage done by energy, which includes ballistics are all of your autocannons, Gauss weapons, machine guns, and I want to say AMS is actually included there. There are very few mechs in this game that can use AMS, and AMS being anti-missile systems, which are these little turret things on you that will automatically shoot down missiles. Um, Increases the amount of damage done by energy weapons. This is all your lasers, small lasers, medium lasers, large lasers, ER large lasers, ER medium lasers, ER smalls. I don't know if there are ER smalls in here. Pulse lasers of the small, medium, large variety. PPCs, and I think flamers as well. Which I have not used in this game to see if they're worth anything. Increases the amount of damage done by missile weapons, which is obviously missile weapons. SRMs, LRMs, SRMs being short range missiles, LRMs being long range missiles. I don't think there are any other missiles. They don't have medium range missiles because those don't show up until like 20, 30, 50 something, I think. Um, or 3045, and this is like 3015 in the timeline, so it's way, way out there. Um, Reduces the amount of damage taken when under fire. I don't know how much that reduces. Reduces chance of overheating while increasing heat dissipation speed. And increases the chance of avoiding enemy fire. I have absolutely no clue what increases the chance of avoiding enemy fire does. Now, the way these stats are leveled up are very similar to traditional, like your Elder Scrolls, or indeed the game I was playing for several weeks previously, Gundam Battle Universe, where you basically use these things, use ballistic weapons, use lasers, use missiles, and these stats will increase. Get hit, take damage, this stat will increase. Don't get hit, and this stat will increase. Deal with heat somehow, and I guess that increases on its own. I don't know how that works. The AI does not like doing stuff that might possibly overheat it. So it is really, really dodgy when it comes to doing things like alpha strikes. I avoid alpha strikes like the plague because I'm accustomed to Mechwarrior Online, which is ugh, a game where your mechs run incredibly hot all the time. It's very frustrating. Um, I should really find a way to fit the Jenner in here. In fact, I might do that over the Panther because it's just got so much going for it. Um, well, I can't easily do that. What's its armor? Panther's armor is considerably better, so I should probably just stick with that. I also have this fire starter kitted out, and I kind of want to give that a spin at some point with a lot of small lasers instead of flamers. Um, where is that locust? There it is. I'm going to change the paint scheme. I'm going to paint it with the IE color scheme. Apply. Contracts. And let's do it. And pray. Who knows? Maybe we won't die horribly. So a lot of the game is spent with you rolling around having to repair your shit all the time because you take damage and you have to refit. That's fine. This is expected. I have no moral qualms whatsoever. We're a mercenary company. We're in a grim, dark universe. We're going to do horrible things to people. It's no big deal. If the rewards aren't worth it, I will go back and try the other one. But I dislike defense missions. I would avoid them completely if I feasibly could. Okay. Trying to use just my lasers on these things. Just because they're chaff, they're not worth much, and I don't want to burn ammo on them if I can avoid it. What was that? Zoinks, that was a close shot. Am I not giving me a heart attack there? Jeez Louise. So, we want to go in there and blow everything up. I muffed that pretty badly. So as you can see, your targeting reticle goes up and down with every step you take. I hope they didn't just destroy a component on that frigate. They probably did.
Oh no, they shot me right in the PPCs. Oh no.
Alright, alright. I think that hit him. Didn't hit him very hard. So SRMs are basically shotguns. As you can probably see. Oh wow, that's a lot of VTOLs. VTOLs are shorthand for anything that resembles... Oh, that's a locust. Who cares? If my allies can't take care of that, then they're not worth much anyway. Hint, they're not worth much. I cannot believe these people are getting shellacked this badly. I should probably have just stuck with them. I am now stuck. Oh boy. So these mechs have a really hard time actually doing things, like walking through stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm about to lose a mech there, so I'm gonna have to reload, I think. I'm going to do that now. I'm gonna do that now. Because I'm about to lose a mech and I cannot afford that right now. I've gotten a number of mechs, this is all through salvage. Um, although I did buy, I think, I bought like 3. No, 2. I've bought 2. I don't remember which ones right now. I'd have to look at them. The Panther was a nice salvage find, I believe. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again, and this time. And we do need supplies. So in this game, you can, of course, be the goody little two-shoes good guy who does goody little two-shoes good guy type activities. I'm not going to play this that way because that sounds expensive. All right, so what I'm going to do, because I can tell my allies to go places, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them to go right about there. So they're going to cluster up over there. I can run far afield and do what I need to do. I forgot it's on the right arm, not the left. Taking some solid hits, which isn't great, but we can survive. Oop. No, no, no. What did I hit? No, 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 no. There we go. B. B is the map. I've been wondering how to get that open, but that was not the time to find out. So autocannons generally have pretty good range on them. Ow! This thing is like oh, it's only an AC 5 and it is just shellacking me. So tanks in BattleTech as a setting are actually very dangerous. They are arguably viable against like battle mechs. Battle mechs, the biggest advantage battle mechs have in the BattleTech setting is that they can boat unbelievable numbers of guns and be very durable. Um, but tanks are able to have all the heaviest weapons in the hell, that's gone. Those are gone. Oh, there's a mech. 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 I want the mech. They're able to boat all the heaviest guns that that the setting has to offer, and there are quite a few of those. There's some very large guns. AC-20s, for instance, are huge. One way to describe an AC-20 is a gun that is shooting basically a Volkswagen Beetle-sized chunk of cannon shell at whatever you want not to be alive. But you've got some nasty tanks in the setting. You've got things like Ullers, not Ullers, friggin', now I can't remember their names. You've got some tanks that are very heavy tanks that can boat, you know, like twin AC-20s, which is like about the most dangerous thing. One of the most dangerous things you can have in the setting is dual AC-20s, because an AC-20 will just blow through anything. Huge damage. Missile boats and tanks are, in the setting, cheaper than mechs. Why doesn't everyone use tons of tanks instead of the mechs? Because mechs are cool. That's why. So now I'm just going to take a break on the top of this hill. We're going to be... We're not even going to be war criminals because this is just... We've got to live, man. We've got to eat. This is just chipping away. You know what? I could probably save even more if I just walked through... Oh, hello. That's a mech. That is a spider of some kind. Oh, now I'm stuck here again. Shoot it. Make it not live. I want it to stay on the hill as opposed to go over the hill. Okay, let's... These VTOLs, fortunately, are pretty fragile. That's extremely excessive. Did we kill the mech yet? How? If I lose this big bulky arm on my left, it's actually not that big a deal because there are no weapons on it, but it is money and time I have to spend repairing things that I'd rather not do. Okay, my allies are getting in on it. This will go pretty quickly. If I had JJs, I could hop on top of stuff. I have not really tried Death from Aboves, which is where you take a jump jet or JJ equipped mech and jump straight on top of something. I feel sort of bad, but not really. Oh, it's an Irby! Aww. So urban mechs look like R2-D2. And they are actually not very good. But they're very cheap. They're very cheap, and in setting, they are excessively cheap, but they're very slow. They're light mechs, but they're fairly well armored for light mechs. And extremely slow for light mechs. Most light mechs are pretty speedy, with a few exceptions. Urban mechs are not. They do not even resemble speedy. That was just a pot shot, really. I don't even care if I hit him. I do have to keep an eye on my ammo because I am burning through a fair amount of it. So we're going to have to do more missions, apparently, in this sequence. That's fine. We're going to get salvage. We're going to get money and other stuff. Probably, unless they decide to jip us, in which case I'm going to feel like an idiot. But I'd rather do that than have to do a defense mission. Though, the defense mission could have had me fighting some medium or heavy mechs, which I could really, really use right now if I could salvage one. But for now, we're not going to worry about it. I do have to do some repairs. Probably that Shadowhawk I'm going to... Oh, some mechs popped up because of course they did right at the end. Would have liked those. Whatever they were, I couldn't tell. No biggie. Oh, hey. Yes. Let's see. Take the two of those or get some of these other things. Let's see what we got for other things. We got a lot of other things. Jeez Louise. That's a lot of salvage. Let's see. Some SRM2s. Don't really care. I do need to replace some medium lasers. I do want that Lerm 10. I do have a couple, though. So I think I'll probably just sell these for fun and profit, because there's what, like a... Yeah, I'll just do that. Coalition of Farmers. Oh, no. Stealing from the poor defenseless farmers. Have you no decency? You are no better than the Black Inferno. You're probably right. The Black Inferno, of course, have a red and black paint scheme, so they're just edgelords. So I have absolutely no problem beating them up as they write their emo poetry about how much pain they're in. Okay. Oh, he leveled up a bit. I did not. A little bit, okay, but not a lot. He took like straight up component damage, but he never lost a limb, so the weapons should be recoverable. He stayed intact. He stayed intact. The Shadowhawk taking the most beating does make sense because it is a medium and it is well armed. And aggro for the CPU and the AI in this game seems to revolve mostly around basically what's dealing damage to you. And if you deal damage to something first, all eyes lock straight onto you. So one thing you can do is send your allies ahead to take hits early so that things focus on them. But the AI is also so stupid that it will just take hits and lose stuff, thus costing you money. If I could do these missions solo, I probably would. But I can't. I do need something to be a meat shield in many cases. Once I get an assault mech, though, something like a king crab or an atlas, ooh, the tables are going to turn. Because I'm going to be bumming around in a 100-ton murder machine and just not caring about anything that's thrown at me and just plink, 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 dead stuff everywhere. Okay. All right, paid my bills, which are getting somewhat substantial now, so I do have to kind of let's see. Uh, how bad is the damage? Not bad. Didn't actually lose anything, so that's what counts. Me getting the Shadowhawk has been a major boon. Having two medium mechs has been a big deal for me. It has really helped. So I'm gonna go about repairing these. Although I am tempted. Oh, here we go. Great. Be a bad guy. Aw. I should probably take the time to acknowledge how the co-op in this game works. There is co-op. There is online co-op. So how it basically works is you can invite someone into your campaign, and they will take the slot of one of your mech pilots, and they will use one of the mechs you have. They do not, I think, bring anything with them or gain anything from the experience other than having fun with a friend, which is okay. I don't really have a problem with that. It would be nice if they got something like, I don't know, some cash in their campaign, but because of the way the save files are set up, I don't see how it would work. None of it is networked, so it's all systems, it's all local, saved locally. So where's this next location? Is it the same spot? Okay, well, first of all, let's go to my battle max and get my heavy hitters repaired. No? Repair? There we go. Uh, repair. Go. Panther is decent for support. It did not take many hits, probably because it was just like herpadur. I'm not gonna shoot things. Dur. We'll repair. What do we have for our Irby here? Oof. Okay, so I do actually want to keep this Irby because it can field an AC 20. I do want that. It can field an AC 20. How much is it going to be to repair this? Oh, that's not so bad. I can live with that. It's under 100k. I can live with it. Yeah, the AC 20 got destroyed, but I do have replacements for that. AC 20s, like I mentioned, hit like a, a truck. They hit very hard. Um, I'm gonna just repair him outright. This locust, I don't know. This locust actually, I'm just gonna sell. I don't want this locust. Inventory. That is the 1V, I think it was. Oh, let me battle max. Let me strip it. Edit loadout. Strip. Strip mech. There we go. Strip armor. There we go. Two small ballistic slots. So what I could do is say hell with it and equip this with two AC2s, which hit much harder than machine guns by and large. Um, they are also longer range by, I think, a considerable margin. Yeah, machine gun has a max range of 130 meters versus an AC2 having a max range of, oh, I don't know, 576. Yeah, they're not very strong. Like the machine gun, it says does 1.5 damage, but I think that is conditional. Uh, that is over the course of an entire burst. It might be, I think it's like 1.5 per second as opposed to total. Um, Whereas the AC2 is just a flat 2 damage. It hits something, that's 2 damage that it just took. Have a nice day. Um, how many? I do have a couple burst fire AC2s that I might want to do. And burst fires, again, no real difference other than it shoots more projectiles in a given volley. Um, and it weighs the same, which is great. It does a bit more damage, it fires a bit more quickly. Um, but otherwise, it's pretty comparable. If you want to really min-max your damage and you're confident that you can get in close and smack something in the face, burst fire is the way to go. But you're not going to get as many precision headshot kills, which I just don't bother with. I don't have that kind of accuracy. I'm not good. Okay, I'm going to start work on that because it's actually going to gain me money to do. In the meantime, okay, okay. I do want to, let me edit you and get some better medium lasers in you. What do I have in here? Nothing too special. If I had the weight free to convert that into a minor Lerm boat, I probably would. Boat sporting like a Lerm, the equivalent of a Lerm 10, but I can't with two LRM5s. I can't really do it. Might be time to use my fire starter. What I am tempted to do, edit. Let me just, it is a medium ballistic slot, okay. Back, confirm. What I think I'm going to do actually is I'm going to edit and I'm going to strip this one down. Strip mech, strip armor, start work. Oh, that thing had JJs. Too late now. An Irby with JJs might actually not be a bad idea, but we're not going to worry about it for now. I haven't decided if I'm going to get rid of any of these things yet, but I am going to sell some items. So let me go to the market. Let's go to equipment. Let's go to inventory. I don't care about you. I'll hang on to that for now. Sell two of those. I can sell that. I don't need going to sell all of these because I have tier 1s, which are better. They're just objectively superior. Less heat, and LRMs can run pretty hot. I'll keep that for now. I didn't realize I had 5 PPCs. I have nothing that can equip them, is part of the problem. I have nothing with large energy slots. It's a bit of a problem. Let's see. Three. Keeping about 6 JJs at any given time, just to be on the safe side. Just to be on the safe side. Let's see. I can. No, I'll keep that for now. I do want large lasers, even though, again, I don't have anything with large energy slots at the moment. I have no idea where I picked up so many AC-20s. Absolutely no clue. You know what? I can sell that. Hell with it. And I have 3 tier 2s. I don't need that, then. I'll keep the tier 1 AC-20s so I don't have to burn through those. Geez, that's going to be about it, though. Still, made some fair dosh out of that whole deal. Let's go to contracts. Actually, let's go to home. Let's hit wait. Let's hit wait again. Let's hit wait again. Wait. And let's check our battle mix. That should be our core team here. Yes, here we go. I'm going to have to do some tweaks on you. So he lost all his heat. Well, he lost a bunch of heat sinks. Is this just a small slot? Probably. This one also has JJs, which is charming. I definitely want to get. Okay, it is a small energy slot, so let's get that small laser back on there. Actually, let's hit back, confirm, edit. So we are leaving the small laser, so that'll save us a little money. It is kind of procedure oriented. You want to make sure you're doing things right. I am absolutely putting an AC-20 back on there. So this does 1 more damage. It generates less heat, fires a bit faster. Now the alternative is we go for the burst fire AC-20, because I actually have a couple of those. So a regular AC-20 is going to fire 1 big honkin' chunk of metal at something, which is awesome. A burst fire is going to shoot a bunch of less big honkin' chunks of metal at something, but it kind of less accurately in all likelihood. In fact, I think that may be what I will do. They both use the same ammo, which is great. So these burst fire weapons are a nice addition because it allows you to adjust your playstyle pretty handily. But the kick is pretty intense. But it's an urban mech. If you could swap engines, I would be happier than a pig in mud. Let's see, we've got 4 tons to work with. How much ammo? 20 rounds? I need more than that. I need more than that. And heat's going to be an issue, but we're going to just ignore that. We're going to ignore it for now. I'm going to get another ton, I think, because half a ton is what? Just 10 rounds. Yeah, have 40 rounds. Go on that. I'm going to put a heat sink in here and a heat sink in here. Are these a ton each? These are half a ton each. I may decide to eschew the jump jets because only I will be the one using the Irby, I think. Max armor. Can I max armor? I can. I can max armor. Mm. I am tempted to give this a whirl for the sake of science, love, and justice. Uh, that's a pretty well armored light. Um, I don't intend to be shot in the back, so let's tweak that a little bit. Okay. Now, what you could do is remove all armor from your back and put it all in your front if you're good. Uh, Fragath is not good, so he will likely not do that. Small lasers are what, half a ton? Yeah, they're half a ton. You only have the one, so it doesn't really matter. Uh, that's kind of pricey and it's going to take some time to do, but actually, if I can free up a full ton and nobody shoots at legs, it's still not quite where I'd like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. That can get me another heat sink. If I get my legs shot out, I will be very upset, but that is a lot less of a concern in this particular title, as I have mentioned. I actually don't need anywhere near that amount of head armor. Nobody shoots at heads. So I can probably... Yeah, but I had to get rid of almost 30 armor in order to make up for a ton. But that's okay. So that will do me pretty good, I think. I'm going to move that heatsink to the other side. No, I'm going to heat that over there. Because I'm going to try and keep the right arm swiveled out of harm's way. And that includes that side of the torso. That will about do it. I'm going to start work on that. I don't care about the cost. I'm stripping that locust once that is done. Because right now I am, if I'm not careful, bleeding money. Do I have anyone in the barracks? There is nobody in the barracks. This is just kind of a general status sheet that tells you, oh, you know, here's your total net worth, which is 28 million. Here's your expenses, how much basically is flowing out at any given time. Um, your total C-bill cost of your battle mechs. I don't know what they base that all off of. And I don't know what relevance this really has. Then you have your faction alliances. And the better aligned you are with a faction, the more negotiation points you have. I am currently aligned with House Davion. They are, quote, the good guys, unquote. I will probably try to get in good with House Steiner because they are cool. Um, House Karita can take a long walk off a short dock. They are bad people. I don't honestly remember any House Lao lore whatsoever, and House Marek is essentially a nobody, so if I have the opportunity to be friendly to them, I probably will. Um, Interstellar Expeditions are the people who the guy who is helping me out is represents, so they are nominally good guys. Well, they're not necessarily good guys. They're just an independent party, but they are. We are allied with them. The more friendly you are with them, the more negotiation points you get from contracts from them, which is big. That allows you to get more money, more salvage, yada yada yada. They also, when you're in their controlled territory, will give you bonuses to, cost reductions to purchases and whatnot, as well as I think a bonus from selling. I don't know that one for sure. Okay, um, so I'm gonna stop power gaming and I'm gonna start really, really gaming now. I'm gonna start murdering stuff up. Contracts, where are you? Picking at the scraps. Accept. View system. Where do I have to go? All the way to Hell's Half Acre. I forget. forget what a raid is. What is a raid? Ooh, there's an assassination along the way. We're doing that. Assassinations can have some pretty good stuff. We want, because often the assassination target will be something big and bad. They're usually some guy. Some guy who's too big for their britches, so we drop the hammer on them. Okay, 3 available contracts. Break the line. Actually, all of these are pretty good. 2 mission operations are basically a chain, and you do those. So what I think I'm going to do is the long-range missiles of justice. Assassination. Definitely want more salvage in case something drops. And then more cash is always good. More cash is, kind of standard, but I always go for salvage, then cash. And if I happen for some reason to have leftover stuff, I'll gladly go for damage coverage. But that's less critical, in my opinion. Maybe late game damage coverage will be worthwhile. I kind of doubt it, because I think you can get more from salvage. But there you go. And we're going to assassinate some dude. And this is with House of Davion, so I do get additional negotiation points. A group of outlaws have escaped from prison and gone to ground somewhere on Nesida X-10. Reports suggest insurgency agents are meeting with them to learn... What? Meeting with them, learn how they exploited our security and escaped. That was not proper English. Hunt them down and let them know they cannot escape the law. I am the law! Accept. 160 ton again. Hopefully that will go up. So this loading here, basically it does a lot of the loading for the mission in the background as you're in the mech bay ready to go in, which is an excellent feature, and more games like this need that. It is very good. It makes it so that the actual loading for getting into the mission is relatively quick. I approve. It is an excellent design decision. PGI, congratulations, you did something right. Massive kudos. You did it right. I'm happy. It makes me happy that they did things right. That's right, that all has lasers in the other. That's basically what we've got to stick with for now. So I'm basically set. Can I switch to that Irby? It is not done yet. Shoot. Is this the one I'm stripping? That's the one I'm stripping. This is the one I'm equipping, I think. I thought. Yeah. Okay, I think I have stripped this one. That's fast. 129.6 kilometers per hour? Frick a doodle, that's a speedy mech. That is a fast machine. Um, Unfortunately, scouting... Well, I guess you could make scouting worth your while if you micromanaged your AI properly, and that's not easy to do. So I'm just going to ready up and let's get this done. Let's assassinate a fool. So, with an assassination target, number 1 priority is if he is in a mech, we shoot its legs out. We do want to salvage it. If you core a mech, you are almost never going to get it for salvage. If you headshot a mech, you're going to get it for salvage most of the time. If you shoot its legs out, you're still probably going to get it for salvage most of the time. What I'm hoping for is another medium or a heavy. If it's an assault mech, that would be phenomenal, because that will change everything. Cool, it's a multi-target assassination. Alright, so we want to go this way. That's really sad. I'll give you a cause to die for, my dudes. So we're just going to truck across the wasteland here. I also want to point out special mentions to the banging soundtrack that this game has. They nailed the sort of mid-late 80s, strumming, thrashy vibe. Power chords. Chugga chugga chunk, chugga chugga chunk, chugga. Lots of good stuff like that. Okay, there's this dude way out there. Whoa! What? There's a lot of inane chatter that the AI does, and some of it's adorable, and some of it is really dumb. That was an example of the latter. Here we go. That's a spider I'm about to kill. I don't care about this spider, so I'm totally okay with shooting it to pieces. No! I am taking hits. Okay, that... I'm gonna tell my allies. That is a victor? I want a victor. Being this close? Really bad idea. Oh ho! Oh ho ho! I missed. That was excessive. Okay, ammo. What are we doing for ammo? There we go. Nice. We're taking hits, but what was that? Small laser? Ah, because it's right on the other side of that thing. Oof, I am hurting. This is okay. F1, F2, form on me. I'm gonna let myself cool down. This gauge, if you look at the lower left-hand corner of my screen, you see the paper doll. That's beat up. All that red stuff, that's my armor, the red outline. When that inside of that outline starts changing colors from that gray, you know I'm taking structural damage, and that is how you lose parts, and that is bad. Yeah, you got it, friends. What are you? A hunchy? It's a laser vomit hunchy at that. Ah, it wasn't a very good shot. So I've almost got one of his legs. Come on. Which leg did I get? Oh, you beauty. So if I get either one of those, I am a very happy man. If I had to have one, I'm not really sure which I'd be happy with. My allies are doing okay. If I lost the PPC, I'm going to be upset. Nope, that was not a great shot. That's bad. He sounded really surprised. Tango destroyed. He was slightly bewildered by that particular turn of events. Oh yeah, let's show off explosions. This might be something that explodes. No, it's not. No, it's not. So suffice it to say, there are things that explode. I'm very happy that I did not appear to lose any weapons on my mech, which is admittedly a durable mech. And other than my allies who... Oh, you lost the PPC, didn't you? You absolutely lost the PPC. Okay, that's a problem. Well, we'll see real quick. I'm going to have to switch out a weaker PPC, a less impressive PPC, because that's just not okay. Because I need PPCs, or I want to keep that PPC. Just shoot these in the distance. They don't get me anything for doing that, but I'm doing it anyway. So yeah, here comes our dropship. We're going to get into the dropship, and we're going to go for it. There we go. Okay, so if the PPC was completely lost, which I think it was, because the arm is missing. Alright, so it was a Victor, I think, and a Hunchy. I don't know what kind of Hunchy it was. I didn't pay attention. It was a 4P. We can do a laser vomit build with it. Your reputation across the inner sphere is growing. Potential employers are inquiring about your services, and new employment opportunities have become available on the star map. That's good. Okay. Oh my gosh. Ah, that's just a spider. What are you? Is that a spider? Yeah, it's the spider. Um, yeah, that's all I can really get from that. If there's any single, let's see, these are worth 100k a pop. That's a lot of Lerm 10s, jeez Louise. Um, I'm okay with that. So I lost that PPC almost certainly, which angers me to no end. Uh, Looks like he stayed basically intact. He almost lost a leg, which is bad. Other than this guy, who just... It's a panther, and its enemies are pretty good about shooting the appropriate arm that has a weapon on it. I will give them credit for that. I didn't improve much. He got better. He got better. Okay, let's see how bad this situation is on the Panther. Did I indeed? Yes, I did. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hit escape a lot. We're going to go to load. Oh, right. Let's check the mech bay to see what kind of Hunchy it was. Cold storage, Hunchy. That is a 4H. I don't remember what 4Hs are. I don't think it can have a large autocannon in its right torso, which is bad. I'm going to put you in there. Yeah, I'll keep the cicada. Edit loadout. It is only a medium ballistic slot, so I don't care about that particular hunchback. So doing a load is fine because that means I get to hopefully get the Victor instead, which I'm pretty sure is a medium, not a heavy. I'm going to do the mission over again. Hope that my Panther ally does not lose that PPC, because otherwise I have to go through all the rigmarole of stripping it out and replacing it with another one, which I'd rather not do. But I can do. It's not a big deal. It's just time. Just time. Lots of time. As you can see, it's kind of a slow-paced game, except when the combat really kicks in, then things can get frantic quickly. Right now, the game is very kind. It is very benevolent. This will change. Sorry. Stuffy. Don't lose that PPC, or I will cut you. I'll cut you. Don't, don't, don't you turn away from me, boy. Keep that PPC. That thing's expensive. Yeah, I think that thing was like 750k. It was not cheap. The ER large laser I got was like 950k. I don't have anything that can use it except for that same chassis, and I'd rather put a PPC on there. PPC is a bit cheaper. All right, so same second verse, same as the first. Actually, I might take out the Hunchy first this time, and then paste the Victor afterwards. I take it back. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go for the Victor first. He's closer. All targets. Multi-assassination missions are fine, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, a lot of this game is about trying to optimize how you're going to get loot. You want to be careful with the way you're encountering things. You want to frame your engagements in a way that's going to be advantageous to you. And that's always been a big part of Mechwarrior titles in general, and really any BattleTech title, barring maybe Mech Assault, which I actually had fun with. They're fun enough games, but if you're like invested in the lore of BattleTech, the Mech Assault games were not very good. Okay, let's... I think all of that missed. There we go, and my heat's not terrible. My armor is damaged. Very good. If you core a mech, that is, destroy its center torso completely. Form in on me. You run the risk of it detonating and going critical. You saw that in an earlier mission. The detonations look... They're not very impressive. I kind of wish they were more like Mechwarrior Living Legends. Incidentally, if you have a computer and you want to play an awesome multiplayer Mechwarrior title for free, go and check out the Mechwarrior Living Legends folks. They have a free version of the Crisis Warhead client. Here we go. And it is totally free to set up. Going for the legs again, because why not? Oh, I already got his leg. Hello. Got him. That was an explosion. Explosions are cool. Boom. Okay, yeah, let's... Oh, there is a mech. Shoot it. It's a locust. Who cares, even? War. Huh. What is it good for, anyway? Absolutely nothing. This thing is toast. This thing is even toastier toast. Did we kill that locust? Yes, we did. So as you can see, sometimes the spot that you have to go is not always the same one. I did not lose any components. That is wondrous. I did take some hits. My armor is badly stripped. Worse, in fact, I think, than last time. Mostly because I got right up in things' faces and just kind of YOLO'd, which is not a safe thing to do. Unless you're an Atlas, then you really have no choice. That is the Atlas lifestyle in Mechwarrior, is you get up in something's grill and you tell it, no, I'm bigger than you. Sit down. And then you just kind of unload on it with more armor than God. Okay. An Atlas would be nice. I don't think we'll get one anytime soon. Ah, we got no mech salvage. Part of me wants to rerun that to see if we can get mech salvage, because I'd even... Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, I need the mech salvage, I'm sorry. At least this mission doesn't suck. I'm going to take these Lerm 10s because they are worth money. Let's see, 40k, 76, 76, 44k, 60k. Dun, 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 and I have one spare salvage all left over. Medla. Okay, let me see if the Panther Shadowhawk is intact. Panther didn't even lose all its armor. That's pretty good. We're getting good at this. The Locust, on the other hand, took some really bad hits to its rear. I got spanked. Let's see how badly it got spanked. It did not get spanked. It appears bad enough to really do anything terrible. Only took 2 points of structural damage. That's not bad. So we are going to load again that mission. We're going to do it again. And this time, hopefully, get the Victor in salvage. Because I think the Victor can equip a Lerm 20. And that would be good. The Victor may be a heavy mech. I think it's a medium, but it may be a heavy. And having a Lerm boat would not be a terrible idea at this point. Some lasers, some Lerms, because that way I can send my allies forward to go and face tank stuff, and then just, rain down Lerms on their heads. And I have a couple spare Lerms, Lerm 20s. I wish this sequence was a little quicker, but then again, you'd also probably die. During Warzone missions, these dropships like these will zoom in and they'll just drop mechs straight to the ground. They don't do this lengthy process. They just drop them in there, and they're like, enjoy. So I am actually going to go for the Hunchy this time. First. Don't lose that PPC or I will cut you. If it's a Victor or the PPC, I'll probably take the Victor. If I get the Victor for salvage, I'll probably just call it a day. Victor isn't my favorite chassis in the world. I'm quite fond of the Rifleman. I'm even more fond of the Marauder as a chassis, and the Marauder is in this. The Marauder 2C is not. There is no clan tech in this game. There may never be, depending. Okay, so what I'm going to do is tell them to go there. They're going to push on up. There we go. I just got shot in the back. That was an excessive use of force. VTOLs do not necessitate the use of autocannons. I probably would have no issue with using an AC2 on one of those, but using an AC10, that's just wasteful. Ow! That hurt. Okay, I've already blown a leg. I don't know what it was aiming at there. Oh shit, I'm taking really bad hits. Oh my goodness, I'm in trouble. I don't think there's anything important in that side of the torso. If I get a victor from it, though, then it is all worth my time. I'm willing to lose a component if it gets me a victor. Getting a mech chassis is huge. Just have to be a bit more careful. That victor could very well take out my torso there. That I think has some heat sinks and ammo, which would be bad to lose. And if it explodes, I'm in trouble. So far, losing ammo has not cost me too badly. I'm in deep trouble here. Oh, come on, Cat. Now's a horrible time, Cat. Absolutely terrible timing, Yosarian. Alright, let's get out of here. I like how that rolling piece of wreckage just ate that entire burst. That was cute. Okay, I didn't lose any chunks. I may have lost components, though, and that would be bad. Okay, Freeman took some hits as well. I think mostly from that Locust. Say goodbye to whatever that is. It's gone now. You fight much bigger VTOLs, like that thing that was at that landing pad. And they are dangerous, because they can take some hits. And they tend to unload on you pretty badly. Like, they're equipped with some pretty sizable autocannons, among other things. What is it, Cat? What do you want? I am Yosarian, the Mechwarrior. What will you do? What will you do, Cat? You will get your feet off my keyboard right now, is what you will do. I love you dearly. Just talking to my cat. Okay, well, I got the hunchy. That's not ideal. It could be that the Victor is outside of my salvage range, and I might not be able to get it yet, which is sad, but possible. And I guess that's about all I can do there. Let's see how bad the damage is. Oh, that's not that bad. He didn't lose anything. He kept his arm. I may have lost something. He got hit in the back again. I'll take it. I'm willing to cut my losses. All right, cat, you can stop now. Actually, that might be a better choice than the assassin. I'm not a big fan of the assassin as a chassis. You know what? I think I am actually going to chuck that into storage. Confirm. I'm gonna. No, I'm keeping you. And I think I'm gonna sell both of these. Yeah, I'm gonna sell both of those. So, bring you back. Let's see the damage. Okay, I lost an SRM-6, which is bad. Oh, I didn't even lose it. It just needs to be repaired. That is beautiful. Okay. Details. Nothing else. Nice. That could have gone a lot worse. Okay, so we're going to go to our Battle Max menu. We're going to repair you for starters. That's expensive. We'll deal with it. Repair. Repair. Also expensive. We've got the money, though. And we're about to have a lot more for selling the this Irby and this Locust. We're going to have a lot more money. Okay, so ideally, I'm going to wind up having a 3 medium party. Yeah, because I'm going to... I meant to edit that and then repair it, but whatever. Let's go to star map. Gotta move to Quincy. Actually, we've got the max, assuming nobody got hurt. Battle max. Barracks. Market. Yeah, this one I have kitted. This one I am selling. Yeah, operated by House Davion, so I get 10% off all purchases, which is pretty good. And the Irby I am selling. Sell. Making back all the money I just spent, and then some. Salvaging chassis can be extremely profitable because you can get hundreds of thousands from it, and that's before you strip it for additional components that you might want to keep. Oh, so that's all that's available here. Mm-hmm. You are dribbling on me. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're a monster. Very cute monster, but a monster nonetheless. Use my precious ER large. Look at you. Look at you. 5 tons of total dynamite. Um, wasn't there like a AC5 or something I got from that I didn't need? I have a lot of AC2s, but I might be able to do an AC2 boat. I did get an AC5. I'll save that for now. Okay, home. I'm going to wait. Oh, no, I have to... Okay, so plot time. Plot time. Oh my gosh, moving around in the hangar is so slow. It's almost as painful as Anthem. except the performance is a lot better.
New contract just came in, Commander. But before I get to that, I've been digging for more information on the mercenary group that came after us. Black Inferno are a very nasty piece of work. Not that we didn't already know that. By every account, they operate without regard to civilian rights and protection, raiding and pillaging at will, more like pirates than mercenaries. They're also extremely evasive. I see them pop up on the Mercenary Review Board's records from time to time, but not with enough frequency to justify their size, wealth, or sheer power. It also makes tracking their movements extremely difficult. I'll keep searching and see what more I can find. Spears said he'll do the same.
Good. We all want our pound of flesh from these bastards. So, what about this new contract?
Yeah, could be interesting. Seems a group of indentured employees, part of the Apex Mining Syndicate, are being taken advantage of and are suffering under horrendous working conditions. In an attempt to force the syndicate to the bargaining table, the workers want us to inflict some serious damage on two of the syndicate's more critical mining installations. They believe the only language these people understand is the almighty Sibyl. It's hard to argue with that logic.
Sounds like a noble cause.
Maybe, but they're ready and willing to pay for our services, and we could use some more Seabills ourselves. I've filed the mission briefing already. You just need to sign off on the operation and get us where we need to go.
Copy that.
All right, so we're gonna avoid doing that for now because we've got some other missions to work with. They're talking about these people who went and attacked us in a big bad way, and frankly, Scarlet, I could give a damn. They're all like, oh, ooh, they're bad dudes. They don't care about people. Well, I'm a mercenary outfit person too, and I care even less. Because if I have to defend poor, pathetic farmers with their one rinky-dink locust light mech from, I don't know, like 6 mediums. It's actually, I've never fought 6 mediums in a row in one of these defense missions yet, but it could happen, and I would be very upset if it did. I will vomit. So defense targets, I want to minimize defense missions and do them as rarely as possible because I don't want to have to do that. So what I've got to do is open one of these, and we're going to go to home, and we're going to go to wait, which is only going to do waiting long enough to get the next one of these things done in your list. I should have really upgraded the Hunchy first. Oh, right. Okay, so editing. I'm going to. Do I have a lesser SRM4? Actually, I've got a bunch of those, so that's fine. The PPC, on the other hand, I can't justify, so I'm going to go with that because I can afford to lose one of those. I can't afford to lose that. It is substantially weaker, but not bad enough that I need to worry about it. Yeah, it does reduce my firepower a little bit. It's barely anything. It's fine. It's fine. So now I go to the Hunchy, and let's see what we can do here. So these are all gone. Are you just a small? You are just a small. Unfortunately, you can't see what slot it kind of. God damn it, every time. You can't see what kind of slot it is until you actually remove the item there, and then it costs money to put that item back on after you've removed it, which is the stupidest shit in the universe, I know. I agree, it's the stupidest shit in the universe. Okay, so this thing is actually well armored from word go, so that makes Fragath happy. I don't have to worry about that. I do have to worry about heat sinks and ammo. There are a lot of heat sinks and ammo to worry about. We're going to put some of these in the center torso. Actually, putting ammo in the center torso isn't a bad idea because if... Actually, no, it's a terrible idea. Where did my ammo go? God Damn it. Okay, so we can put an AC 10 in here. We can't put an AC 20. I'm going to put an AC 10 in. I'm going to get Medlas in here up in the yin yang. We are running low on medium lasers, but we're okay. And we have a ton free for a little more AC-10 ammo, so let's do that. That sets us at what? That's 80 rounds total, I think? Yeah, it is. That should be fine. You could theoretically have someone crit out ammo or a weapon if you keep it in your center torso. So heat sinks in your torso is a better idea, I guess. Yeah, that'll probably do it. I think. Yeah. So this at least adds to my general arsenal. Yeah. I'll deal with the additional costs. Ideally, you move to a zone that doesn't have all that jazz. So right now, my basic parties are going to be the Centurion, the Shadowhawk, and the Hunchy. I'm going to go to the star map. Oh no, contracts rather. And what do we got here? What do we got here? Another house, Davion. Stop it, cat. Come on. Be pleasant. This is not a twofer, so doing this I think is the better way to go. And it's demolition, so you can just bang these out. You just zip in there, blow everything up, and walk away. I'm going to hit accept. I am going to equip my Irby, I think. Because I want to hit something with a friggin' AC-20 today. I'm going to swap you out for the Yenner. Got the Shadowhawk. Oh. Want the Centurion there. There we go. And I have... Oh, I have 25 tons to work with. I don't have anything that'll fit 25 tons, do I? No, I don't. So I've got to go with the Locust again, which I'm not too happy about, but we'll just soldier through. Once we get the Hunchy up and running, we'll be running Hunchy, Centurion, Shadowhawk. I'm probably going to run the Hunchy. Oh, I've got to paint this. I gotta paint this. I gotta paint my Irby. Let's get something R2D2-ish on here. Paint. I'm trying to find a basic pattern that looks like it works. It's not quite gonna do it. No, that's too obvious. I'll deal with colors later. Just looking for a pattern. That might be the way to go. We'll see. Digital. No. Too obvious. Too camo-y. No. Possibly. Possibly. No. Well, no. No. Wrestlehook? No. Give him the old razzle dazzle. Steiner is to half and half. I'm not too thrilled with that. Urban Block for the ultimate Irby experience. So I guess we're going to go with Marek. I think Marek we can get the closest to. I'm going to leave white on the white. I'm going to make it a whiter white though. There we go. The green I will make a blue. And the purple, I don't know, maybe make that a black. I wish you could do like golds and silvers. It Metallic colors in general would be nice, but no soy. I can guess I could do red, right? Not that R2 has much red, but fine. We're very French. Okay, so things that are going to change. I'm going to be very fragile. Is the big difficulty. I'm going to be comparatively fragile, so I've got to be a bit more tricky. These half a ton? These are half a ton each. I can do jump shots with JJs, however. And we may wind up doing that. And we are going to be using this mostly. And I've got 40 rounds, so I do have to be a little bit careful. But it is going to hurt things. I'm also going to be extremely slow. Confirm Lance, and why not? I think we're ready. Yeah. These guys are going to take a lot of hits. The Locust might again get damaged, but we're going to do our best to bang the mission out as quickly as possible, legging what we can. Because we're an urban mech, we're pretty short, so legging things is going to be even easier than ever before. Look at me, I'm adorable. Problem with the Irby is it is slow. It is assault mech slow. Assault mechs are slow. Though I do have jump jets, for what that's worth. Means I can get up hills quickly. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Ah! But that was all just one ammo. So this tiny dinky red thing is what I want to be using mostly. Although I'm not going to have much choice. I'm going to have to... So a regular AC-20 is just one big shell. The burst fire AC-20 is this longer string of shots, which is good for me because that way I can actually hit things. It does a fairly substantial amount of heat when you fire the AC-20 as well, so we'll have to be a little careful about that. I'm gonna just have them blitz that target and take it down. Geez, they did that real judiciously. I approve. So the little the change in the brevet or chevron above their heads signifies their rank. I believe. Not the weight of the mech, unless it is the weight of the mech. You showed they right on the base. Well, maybe some of us are. So medium laser or a small laser does not do very much damage. But it's cheap and utilitarian. So I just shoot my feet. Oh shoot, something is actually hitting me. So I'm getting badly hurt here. They are aiming for my AC-20 like nobody's business. They have taken out a leg. Please shoot this thing. We're in trouble. I honestly did not know there was an enemy mech. Oh, I love it. Let me get my JJs up and running. Where am I facing? Facing that way. So the Irby, I believe, can do a full 180 and shoot behind it as it runs away from something, which is huge. Ow! No! Something just took out my... I think my ally just took out my god. No, it was a PPC. I don't have my PPC ally equipped. Something just took out my damn AC-20. So we have to reload. Stop it, cat. Come on. Jeez Louise. So we're going to take that from the top and not lose our AC-20 over penny ante bullshit. Come on. There we go.
Our employer wants this urban centre wiped off the map. This is going to be a dirty one, Commander. Let's just get this over with.
Better not be dirty. I like it clean.
Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel empty.
Action pose, Irby.
Empty. Jump jet fuel low.
I am not getting up this hill. Let my... There we go.
Jump jet fuel empty.
Jeez Louise, that was painful. Hey, Commander, guess what?
Low.
I'm the commander. You're not. Nice to get R&R, you bum. Get a job.
Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel empty.
Let's get this up over with. This place is making me homesick.
Really, dude?
Got another one.
Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel empty. Target acquired.
Good luck with that, dude. So I'm going to go for their garrison stuff much earlier than I did before. With the intended purpose.
Destroy.
Oh, that didn't kill it? Jeez Louise. AC-20s typically are going to kill just about anything, but I'm also missing with half of them.
Coordinate fire on the commander's target.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
Ow. No.
Target acquired.
As you can see, these do not do very much.
Target destroyed. They're operating at reduced efficiency. Keep on smashing. Target acquired.
Shifting to your target, Commander.
Oh, god damn it! That's not ideal.
Commander's target, group off.
Oh, I should not have missed there. that locust? So I damn near killed one of my allies. That's not the important limb. We're okay. He's a badass tank. Can I walk through this building? Yes. Who? Oh no! Those sometimes explode. Okay, so I want to get out of here. I'm gonna walk over that. We're gonna get out of here and just cut our losses. Stop using a flamer on me, dude. He's dead. I don't even know where I'm running now. There we go. So as you can see, at full 360-degree turning. Oh my gosh, we got badly beaten here. How much ammo do I have left? Oh, I'm not even at half ammo yet. My Centurion lost his AC-10. That's bad. That's not good either. Come on, fly up over it. There we go. Game is also a lot more lenient with falling damage. It's very much present, but it is also not that bad, especially compared to Mechwarrior Online. Oh, oh. I have them shoot that. I'm gonna just head for this. If they kill it, great. If they don't kill it, that's also great. Doubling my move speed by using JJs. And sliding. I agree, let's, because I'm gonna have to completely repair my Shadowhawk. I'm not too happy about that. There wasn't anything... Well, actually, there was one really strong SRM2. If I lost that, I'm going to have to reload the mission, because that was like 600k or something. It was expensive. We'll take that. Let's see. Wow, a lot of penny ante stuff here. Is that it? Really? Wow. I'll take the AC-5. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he lost the SRM2. I don't think it was torso bound. Losing the AC-10 hurts, but it's replaceable. Okay, let's see the damage. Okay, I didn't lose the SRM2, which is good. I'm going to actually put that on the... Why would you do this? Why? Why? That on my center torso to keep it from being damaged as badly. I did lose a medium laser, which is suboptimal, but replaceable. And repair, 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 and repair. Stop. That's expensive. Edit loadout. Losing that hurts, but I do have replacements, so it's not that big a deal. One of the advantages of the Centurion is because it does have stuff in its center torso and it's moderately durable. It can what is known as zombie pretty well, which is lose a lot of its peripheral components and still be functional, if not as lethal. Do I have a regular AC-10? I have one. I have one of these. That's a replacement. Will be fine. Okay, start wake. It does have an SRM6, but I'm going to have to strip it out because I can't do anything with it. This thing came through just fine. It looks like. Yes, it did. It is just a matter of repairing. Repair, start, and same pretty much for this, I think. What do we got? Details. Nope. Nothing too bad here. And repair. Probably never do that again with an Irby, but who knows. Probably should replace the AC-20 burst with a regular AC-20. I'm going to edit the loadout here and see what we got. So all this has to go. It's just got a regular medla, medium laser. It's got oh, actually, I could probably give it Lerms because that's a medium size. I can give that like a Lerm 15, can't I? No, Lerm 15 is large. Okay, so I can give it a Lerm 10. It's heavy, but I could give it a Lerm 10. Making it a minor Lerm boat would not be a terrible plan, come to think of it. I have a Lerm 5 here somewhere. And I do technically have the tonnage to make that happen, which is nice. Let's see. A scout Lerm boat. What goofiness. What absolute goofiness. Oh yeah, I can get rid of the SRM ammo and replace that with Lerm ammo. 3 tons free? Ooh, not bad, not bad. I can work with that. Since I'm going to put a medium laser on there. I am running low on these medium lasers, but that's okay. And let me get 2 tons of Lerm ammo in there. In there, preferably. There we go. Firepower is lowered. That's fine. But I can now use that thing to missile boat. Start work. Basically, having to fix that thing up soup to nuts is a bit of a chore, but we'll manage. Okay, so now we have to wait for a couple things. I'll do the Shadow Hawk, yeah. Okay, so we have spent a fair chunk of cash. Don't need the Irby. And that just is the same garbage there. Meow yourself. Ooh, I didn't realize what time it was. Yes, I will. Did I lose that other contract because I took too long? I hope I did not. I did not. Okay, that's good. Because that, I believe, is where I want to go now. Meow. Yes. Okay, I'm going to get into this system and save. So the next several weeks of Mecha Mondays are probably going to be Mechwarrior 5 related. Yes, I know, you need an oven, I get it. That is the plan anyway. Save, make a manual save. And with that, I am going to have to call it for today. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I do this every week. If you're tuning in after the fact, great. I do air this every single Monday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. I also do a Warframe Wednesdays stream, same time, except on Wednesdays, where I do Warframe related stuff. And then on Saturdays, I do a Storytime Saturday stream where I read short story material, usually, but have started up doing Neil Stephenson's Snow Crash, which is a pretty quintessential cyberpunk novel. You'll recognize a lot of stuff if you care at all about cyberpunk as a genre or a setting. Then I highly recommend. You know what? That does look pretty good as an Irby R2D2 paint scheme. If you like cyberpunk at all as a genre or setting, I highly, highly recommend it. So feel free to tune in on those or watch them on my YouTube, if that's where you're watching these, or wherever you watch them. I don't actually care. Watch them wherever. It does not matter to me where you watch them, so long as they're watched. Like, subscribe, follow, whatever the analytics is. Go, feel free to do that if you want to see more. Makes the analytics look good. I don't get anything from it in terms of money because I don't really have donation stuff set up. I don't really have an install base large enough to make that happen. But if you want to make it a large enough install base, I could see my way around to getting monetization in there, though God knows what I would do with it. Um, spend more money on video games, probably, right? Right? Or books. You know, I spend a lot of money on books. It's a problem. I have problems. I can't go into bookstores. I will shoot my wad in one fell swoop. It's a bad problem. I have issues. It's not that bad, but it's pretty bad. All right. So, thanks for tuning in again and have a great week. Bye.